Hello, everybody. This is the Anime Bro here, and welcome to another episode of the Radio Trigger podcast. I am with my co-host today, 20 Odd Lion.
Yo, yo.
Sadly, Tensa couldn't be here, so we got a guest with us. I guess you can just introduce yourself.
All right. Thanks for having me. My name is Ari. I run the That Kadocha Girl channel on YouTube, where I discuss various things pertaining to the anime Kadocha and the manga as well. But I also talk about other things that interest me as well. I've made a video on the anime Fruits Basket, and I've also made a video about The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. So um, that's my thing. That's what I do. I do YouTube.
Yeah. If you want to see those videos, check out the link in the description. Lion, remember that. Okay.
I will. 3 months in advance when this video goes up.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah. Oh, we don't have any topics, but
we do
can.
we do have some topics, actually.
Oh, okay. Well,
Because Mint already
what are the topics?
our guest obviously, but Mint already spoke about
Yeah.
what she does in her free time, which one of them, which we can talk about, which we've never spoken about on the podcast before, is music, because Ari makes her own music.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So, what type of genre do you usually try and go for?
Yeah.
So I typically do like folk singer-songwriter stuff.
Mm.
I play acoustic guitar and I can sing, and I pretty much do bare bones recordings of that. And of course, I write all of my lyrics and all of my music. Um, and I usually just will put that on, like I'll record the guitar and I'll record my vocals, and then maybe I'll add some light MIDI piano or something to it. So my stuff is pretty laid back. I don't do a lot of I don't do hard rock or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like I've experimented with that, but I haven't made anything I'm proud of.
Yeah.
It's funny because.
So, are you very passionate with music?
Oh
Are
yeah,
you very...
I've been doing it since I was 14 years old. I'm 27 now. I used to do a lot of shows in my local area. I'm
Oh.
from the United States, and I actually had some success in my area. I had some people who they did music videos in the area for local musicians, and I had a few done by them because they were interested. So we can always link those in the description as well, so people can see that.
Yeah.
And so now I do a lot of my music on my own because I took a hiatus for a while to focus more on family and my studies.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's really cool.
It's funny because I know because me and Taints also make our own music, and I spoke a little bit with you about what I do. I just do anything.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, yes, yeah. We should definitely get Tainted to say like what type music he makes. 'Cause I have no idea what he makes.
Yeah. He said he's in college, learning about what he's making, and
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. We should definitely ask him. I don't know. Maybe he does like anime stuff or something. I'm not sure. Not too sure. Speaking of the next topic we could talk about, which Anime Rose not a big fan of this anime, but When They Cry.
Oh yeah, I had a friend who introduced me to that a while ago, and yeah, the first season I was just like, "What is going on here?"
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. I remember watching that first season. Jeez.
It's a great series though. I definitely preferred the second season because they explain more about what was going on, and I'm just not really a big fan of gore, I'll be honest. I had to skip a few of the scenes in the first season because it was just too much for me. But overall, I thought it was a very interesting concept.
Oh, I mean, definitely. I mean, in terms of the gore, yeah, with the two new like adaptations we got, it definitely feels like the gore was like amplified with the new ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
Yeah, I have not seen that yet.
Yeah, I don't know how long the two adaptations were together. I'm not too sure, but it definitely does like drop in a lot of new twists within the adaptations.
You guys talk about when they cry.
Yeah. Finally, we have a guest that likes it or that has seen it.
That's surprising to me because I always had the impression that like people in the anime community knew about it, you know, like people had at least seen it. Like it seems like it's one of those anime that's like Evangelion or something. Like everyone's seen it, but you guys are talking like no one has. That makes me laugh.
Yeah, I mean, like, out of all of the guests we've had, which we've probably had like maybe 20 or 30 now, not a single one.
And then I watched it.
Exactly.
I watched it.
And I remember watched not even half of it, and he says, "Yeah, I finished it."
I watched what I was promised. Okay, canon.
Yeah, but the two new adaptations is canon.
They said it. It said it didn't say that. It said some episodes.
It said yes and no. That's what it said. He said yes and no. There's still yes in there.
But you know, there's some canon in One Piece movies, but I'm not gonna go in there and see what is canon in there, because.
But that's the thing, bro. I told you, okay, because I told you, like, okay, watch when they cry, right? Watch. I mean, watch. If you just tell me, like, oh, watch One Piece, I'm not gonna just watch 20 episodes and say, yeah, I watched it.
Well, dude, okay, you're comparing One Piece. 20 episodes of One Piece, yeah, that's nothing. 20 episodes of this is actually something.
No, man. No, what do you mean? But it
takes
that
series
a while.
Is relatively short, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I watched it, dude.
No.
I didn't watch the new adaptations. I just watched the canon.
It's 100 episodes total for all of the adaptations.
Yeah, not all of them are canon, right?
But the two new ones are important to the story.
But I don't know. Look, I watched the first season. I was just like, okay, here was my problem with When
Okay. Yeah.
So there was an episode, like, they had episodes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The story was really interesting. And eventually when they got to, like, there was, like, this one storyline where they talk about, like, this detective. And stuff. And I was really interested. I was like, okay, we're getting somewhere. And eventually, next episode, it's like, okay, let's restart. And then I'm like, wait, what? Where was the detective? I want this detective story. Where's the other stuff?
It's like this fat detective, right? That smokes, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
He's like his wife died.
I think so. But with that, yes, go on.
That was my issue. It's just like it seemed like they just cut off when it was good and then go redo another one, and I was just, man.
Yeah.
I don't like this. They were getting good, then they just had to restart it because some reason.
I mean, that's the whole point of the show, though. It keeps restarting.
Well, yeah, but they gave no reason. Well, even then, another thing was like they like had a different perspective, like after, like it's just very confusing for me, and I'm into like Game of Thrones and Tolkien and all this stuff, and those are very confusing, and I couldn't even keep up with this. This was just insane for me.
I mean, that's why I said the two new adaptations are important, because with the detective, they go back to where they cut off, and they fully focus on like an entire episode on just the detective.
Why is it okay? These adaptations were from like
it's early 2000, yeah.
So it took a long time. Just
I mean, yeah.
What the?
I mean, hey,
Oh
listen.
my goodness.
I mean, I don't know what to say.
Man, this is look, I don't like Fate, and that's confusing. But at least with Fate, the one adaptation, it was just one linear story. This is like 10 different stories in one.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, we can't really talk about our because spoil some stuff. But I heard Audie say that she did a video on Fruits Basket.
Oh, I love Fruit Basket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually just finished the 2019 reboot. I've never seen the original or read the manga,
Yeah.
and I'd always wanted to watch it. It just, like, people always described it as a reverse harem, and that's always what made me not want to watch it because
Yeah.
I that trope doesn't interest me, and usually when they do it, it's really just stupid, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely not that. I was actually the very first manga I ever read.
Oh, cool.
So I kind of have a nostalgia bias to it, but honestly, to this day, I still put it really high on my
Well,
list. I can reread that because I especially like the supernatural aspect, but also like their characters are very like you feel bad for everybody because everyone's gone through a trauma of some sorts, like whether it be through like their family or just actually most of it's just family. Like the family life of all these people are terrible, really sad.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely comes across as one of those shows that, like, when you watch it, like, you'll notice something new every time because there's so many characters and there's so many little details in there that I feel like I missed some, the first time I watched it. I've only watched it one time, but I'll definitely go back and get it again. And I'm thinking about picking up the Blu-ray because that's how much I enjoyed it. But my favorite character was definitely Yuki, and I've noticed a lot of people seem to prefer Kyo, which is weird to me because I felt like Yuki had the best like development, and I almost wanted him to end up with Toru, but I get why she ended up with Kyo.
Yeah,
And I thought Kyo's story was interesting, but I felt like Yuki's growth was like it was like a slow, steady burn, and that's why I liked it because it was very consistent from the very beginning of the story to the end. And
yeah,
with Kyo, like we get a lot of that really in the first season, and then after that, I feel like he's kind of the romance aspect is more important with his character after that. Um, but I felt like with Yuki, I got what I personally enjoy out of a character with him. Like I got that slow all the way up until the end. It just kind of all comes full circle thing with him, and that's why he was my favorite character. And I also felt like he suffered the most out of the Soma clan. And I really liked how he was able to overcome that pain and that trauma. And that's why he's my favorite character because it really resonated with me. And that's what I talk about in my video a little bit. I talk about him and analyze his character.
I'm trying to remember
Yeah.
who my favorite character was.
There's quite a few.
I get I do I just like everyone because they're in-depth characters. Even some of the side characters like Toru's friends, they actually get like a
Oh, right,
backstory,
right.
and so they're pretty amazing. But I can understand why they went with like man, it's been
With
so long.
Yuki.
I forgot.
Oh,
Yeah,
with Kyo, I mean, sorry.
Yeah, Kyo, yeah. Why? Man, what's her name?
With
Jeez.
Toru, yeah.
Yeah, Toru. I understand why.
Where is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, Toru get together because they're especially because they're like both outcasts in their family, so it it made sense, and they were kind of like opposites on how they reacted to it. Toru was always looking at the positives, and no matter what, she was always smiling. While uh, Kyoki, That's the guy.
Kyo.
Kyo. Okay, Kyo was
Yeah.
he just got mad at everything, and
Right,
so
right.
they kind of it was I really did like that in their like in the romance thing.
Yeah, I mean,
And
yeah.
oh, you can go.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, with Yuki and Tori, it definitely felt like more like a mother-son type of thing to me. It didn't really feel like... Because honestly, I thought Yuki was like... I don't know, it was weird, because like, I always felt like watching like the first 2 seasons, I was like, oh yeah, Yuki really likes Tori. And then it was like, he didn't end up with her. I'm like, what? I thought he liked her. And he ended up with like the like glasses girl. Which, sure, I guess, but
My glasses girl.
yeah.
That's his brother.
What? Bro, wait, what?
Yeah, his brother. The brother ended up with the glasses girl.
Yuki ended up with... There was this one girl in school he ended up with that had like glasses, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. No. She
Yeah,
had white hair.
her name was Mochi, I think.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Did they change something? I'm remembering it correctly.
What are you thinking about?
There's a lot. I'm thinking about Fruit Basket.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember.
I said who are you thinking about, not what anime, bro. Let's see, what was her name? Mochi. Oh, wait, is this? Yeah, Kamachi. Yeah. Okay, not glasses, but it's this girl.
Okay, yeah, the glasses is what threw me off because I don't remember her wearing glasses.
Yeah, I don't know why I remembered glasses, but yeah, it's this girl which ended up with, which sure.
I know his brother ended up with
His
a
brother.
girl.
His
Yeah, he has a brother.
What's his brother's name? The one that had the tailor shop. He
Yeah,
has
the
long
tailor
hair.
shop.
What was his name?
okay.
And he had the girl who worked with him, and he ended up with her. I think she had glasses. Yeah. What was his name?
I'm trying to go through this.
I can't remember.
He was the monkey thing, right? The monkey one.
No, he was the snake. No, Soma I think.
Ayame. Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he ended up with.
Jeez.
Mine, Kira. Yeah, mine. That's the person.
Oh, Yorishi's name. Oh, okay. Right, I couldn't find this guy for anything. Jeez. But yeah, I mean, what was that one character that was kind of annoying? Let's see, what was his name?
The monkey, the old guy who's all depressed, like apologizing for.
No, I don't think so. Well, no, it was the kid, the hero.
The rabbit.
Was it the rabbit? The rabbit.
The cross-changing boy, or
Momiji was the rabbit, and he was the one who's very feminine. Yeah.
are you talking about him, Ryan?
I don't think so. I'm talking about the hero. God damn.
Are you talking about that guy?
About the little kid with the brown hair, and he usually hung around with the girl who was the tiger.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he was annoying, honestly.
Yeah.
I didn't like him.
Bro, I wanted to drop kick at him.
Jeez,
bro, wait, every time he was on screen, I was like, oh, bro, I want to drop kick this guy now. I don't know. Like, I mean, he didn't really have kind of a point in the show. He was kind of just there.
Yeah.
Well, he did. He was a witness to. I remember he was important in the plot with Isuzu when Akito attacked her. He was like the only one who saw that. So I remember he had some significance there, and I feel like there was some other part in the anime where there was something that he knew that like nobody else was aware of. I can't remember what it was, and I might be totally wrong, but I feel like he had some importance, but overall he was just kind of this snotty kid that needed to just grow up, really.
Yeah, literally. Speaking of anime, what other anime do you like really like?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Besides, like when we try and like Fruits Basket, like what anime are like your top 5, top 10?
Oh, yeah. I have a pretty solid top five.
Okay.
As for top 10, it's kind of interchangeable. Um, but my top five, and I will say my favorite genres are shoujo, and I seem to really enjoy sci-fi. I haven't seen a whole lot of sci-fi anime, but I've noticed I seem to really enjoy those stories, and I have two sci-fi animes on my top five. So number five, um, I actually wrote this down. I wish I could find the list because, like I said, it changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
um, but let's see. Well, I'll just tell you what I can remember right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
That's
Kodocha would definitely be number one. It's not a perfect anime by any means. The ending of the anime is pretty much a mess. But I absolutely love the characters. I love the canon stuff that's in the anime. Um, and it's just always just really stuck with me and resonated with me. I felt that the author of the story did a great job at talking about the things that children go through without dumbing it down. Because if you're writing about kids, sometimes authors have um, they have I don't know the word. They almost feel like they have to dumb the story down. But with
Hmm.
Kadocha, it's a story about 11, 12-year olds, and it feels very mature. And I like how it can appeal to both children and adults. Um, Again, I mean, I have a whole YouTube channel dedicated to
Yeah.
it, so
Yeah.
it's my favorite for a reason, and you can watch my videos and understand why. My second favorite anime is actually uh, an anime called Steins Gate. Have you guys heard of it?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
yeah. I heard of it. Never watched it.
Really great
Another
anime. It's
another
about
game
time travel.
adaptation.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've never played the visual novels. I've had it in my Switch wish list for like years. I still haven't pulled the trigger on it. But yeah, I really enjoyed that story. It was very different from anything that I'd seen before. And number three is actually a new spot. It's a new anime that has made it to my top five. And it is Neon Genesis Evangelion. It
Oh,
is just fantastic. I finished it a few months ago, and after I watched it, I was like, what just happened? But the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what? This is a really, really interesting concept.
Yeah.
And so I finally broke down. I bought the Blu-rays and I watched the end of Evangelion, which was it's a movie basically about how the anime was supposed to end because um, the original anime ending was kind of rushed because of I heard of budget constraints. Um, and I just really loved how deep it was and how interesting um, just the visuals are fantastic. It's weird, it's crazy, but it also has a lot of psychological concepts that you can read into it, and that's very true to reality and human nature. Um, so that's definitely been my it's been my obsession lately, if I'm being honest. um, but yeah, would be my number three, and my number four might surprise some people since I love shonen anime as well,
No.
but it's not my favorite genre. But my number four would have to be Naruto, just because it was the first anime I really got into when I got into anime. I was about 12 years old. And it's just always stuck with me. The anime definitely has its problems. There's things that I don't like. I feel like they kind of stretched it out a bit too long. Um, but I absolutely love the world in Naruto. It's very interesting and solid, and the characters are all very interesting, and they all have very unique powers. Um, but the only complaint I really have with Naruto is and I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Naruto just get over Sasuke. Like he's just like he's so mean to them, and he keeps going on and on and on about how like, oh, Sasuke was my best friend. Well, Sasuke treated you like crap, dude.
Yeah.
And it's just so frustrating to watch that. But other than that, like I find it, I find the world to be very compelling in Naruto. And then my number five, that tends to change. It's on and off really. Um, at number five, I will probably go with uh, I'd probably go with Toradora. Have you guys seen that anime?
Ooh.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah, I've seen it.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I really like that one. The romance in that was really good. I haven't seen it in a while though, but I usually when I think about my top anime, that one's been within the top 10, interchanging
Mm,
ever since I watched it a couple of years ago.
yeah, that was like my second anime, like official anime
Oh wow.
that I watched. That wasn't Yu-Gi-Oh or
Yeah.
Pokemon or Digimon.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. But yeah, I mean, hmm. Yeah,
That's solid.
yeah. I mean,
I,
it's
Yeah.
it's luckily not
I'm
like mainstream stuff. It's not like
yeah,
Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan. So,
yeah. You got some interesting tastes there that I accept the list, even though some of them I don't really like. It's unique. It's I
mm,
respect it.
Thank you. Um,
I'm like,
as for you mentioned Attack on Titan, and I'd like to make this very clear. I absolutely despise Attack on Titan. And I'm sorry if you guys like it, but I tried multiple times, and the art style is just not for me. Is the concept is just I just found it to be a very irritating concept, and it just wasn't interesting to me at all.
well, I got the title for this episode. Attack on Titan is overrated.
oh yeah, at this point, it kind of is. I mean, it didn't even win Anime of the Year, so
Really? What one? What one?
Cyberpunk won.
Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
No, okay. Look. At least it wasn't something like crazy. Like I've been hearing Cyberpunk was good, and when I watched it, I agree with them. So
Yeah, but
sometimes
but in Attack on
sometimes you
Titan,
don't need it.
don't know.
Look, okay. Here's the thing. Like when it came to two candidates for Anime of the Year, it was Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Both of them had very strong things in one side. One of them, Attack on Titan had great story, but its visuals were not that good.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer had great visuals, but honestly, its story is like really mid.
Mm.
So while Cyberpunk, it didn't have amazing story as Attack on Titan, but it was a good story. It didn't have, and
Yeah.
honestly, its animations was pretty good. It may not be like on Attack on Titan where mind blowing, but it was pretty good. So honestly, in the concept, I could see it winning because it was able to do good in animation and stories.
Yeah, but it had annoying characters, so that's the problem.
They had a Gus Fring in it.
Yeah, but
in the
bro,
dub.
but just because there's a good actor or voice actor in it doesn't mean anything. Like,
It helps.
yeah, it helps, but like, I don't know. It's the one that's like, annoying characters in the story for me. I'm like, nah. Like, what was the main guy's name? David, right? Wasn't it like David or some shit like that?
Yeah, David.
Oh man, I couldn't stand that guy at all.
He was a criminal, so honestly, he was just doing his own thing.
Yeah, but bro,
If it
yeah.
was like someone like, say Naruto, who just did his own thing, and yet there was like he was trying to be like the leader of the country, then yeah, I would be annoyed because it's like this guy, I wouldn't want him as a leader because he's just literally doing his own thing and stuff. He's not following the rules. But if it's like a criminal or like a pirate and they're doing their own thing, I don't care. They're doing their own thing. They're breaking laws because Why? Because he's a criminal. He just does it. He doesn't care. That's my mindset. If their goal is something that really doesn't need you to follow any rule, then I'm fine with them just being
I mean, I
doing their
guess, but like
thing.
I don't know. It's like it was good. It was a good show, but I don't know. Anime of the Year, I don't know. Like the characters just felt meh. Like I know, like people like really loved this one girl, the like short, fucking midget girl.
Yeah, Rebecca.
Oh man, like I can't see why. I can't see at all why.
Yeah, I couldn't see why either.
Bro, she's just
But,
like a loud ass character. Like we have every single anime, but this one is different.
yeah.
She's purple and pink. Oh, but
The only downside that Cyberpunk didn't have, they didn't have Keanu Reeves. They had that. That would like it wouldn't matter like what it was. It would be anime of the year. I'd be like
right.
hands down deserved it. Like who are Attack on Titan? What's Demon Slayer? This is the best anime.
I guess so. I guess so.
Oh yeah, I love Keanu Reeves. I when I was a little girl, I loved the movie series Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. That was my first exposure to Keanu Reeves, and ever since then, I've always loved him as an actor.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember you got someone in the same boat as you.
Yeah. I love Keanu Reeves too. He's just genuinely a good guy. Like
Yeah. I guess so. I don't know. I don't know.
yeah. Also just listening about his backstory, it was like, dude, this guy is like I loved him in John Wick.
Right.
Man, I can't rewatch the first part of John Wick, man. That was so bad. Oh man.
Have you guys seen chapter 4 yet?
No, I haven't.
No.
I'll probably skip it.
It's a good series.
I mean,
It's like Berserk, but the monsters are human.
I
Okay,
guess.
so I guess it kind of is like Berserk. 'Cause
Uh,
humans are terrible in that too.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, John Wick to me just seems like a typical movie. I don't know.
It's a guy whose dog was killed.
Yeah.
He literally takes down the mafia just because of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, sure, yeah, man. You loved your dog. Jeez.
Well, so it wasn't just a dog.
It's just,
It was his last
wife's, or what was it? Like something like that, right?
Yeah. After his wife died,
Yeah.
his wife gave. It was like the symbol of his grief.
Mm.
So when that dog died, it was like the last thing that he had a connection with, and he just didn't care. He was like, "I'm gonna kill you all, just because I don't care." Basically,
Right. I mean, I guess. I'll probably just watch a movie for Bill Skarsgård anyways, so.
you just watch the first episode. Like first episode is a good movie on its own,
The first episode.
and then after if you, I
The
oh
first-
chapter. They're called
Oh,
chapter.
okay.
They're called
I
chapter.
was about to say, are we talking about anime still?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Just watch it.
yeah. I mean, I've seen the first two, I think.
Oh.
But,
I just enjoy it.
I mean, yeah, it's probably just like, I mean, I heard that chapter 4 was like, the original cut's like 4 hours.
Hmm.
Which,
I
bro, imagine that.
That's pretty long.
Imagine watch. It's like Justice League. Have you watched the like 4 hour Justice League film?
Oh no, I did watch like the beginning part. which
Oh, bro,
was
it's so
different.
boring.
I'm not really into
Yeah.
superheroes. I had like a phase where I watched a bunch of like Marvel and DC movies, but
Yeah.
it didn't really stick, I guess. It was like a year of like getting into it, and I was like, yeah, this isn't that great. I mean, it's fun. Those movies are fun, but
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah.
not really my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I
like,
think everyone has like that phase where it's just like Marvel or like DC. Because they do have some good movies. They do have some good movies. Not
I
all
will
of them
say
are.
I do love the Guardians of the Galaxy series.
Mm.
That's probably my favorite movie series, just because it has the inclusion of all the music, and I'm a
Oh,
big music nerd, so
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Jeez. I watched Black Panther: Wakanda Forever like I think 2 weeks ago.
I still need to watch that. I've been told that's good.
Yeah, yeah, I really liked it.
I
Oh,
like the first one, so I
yeah, yeah,
might like the second one.
yeah. The first one was good. So I still need to watch the new Ant-Man one, which a lot of people don't like it, but I want to see why. Um. Oh yeah. Well, I
I
know.
thought the
Yeah.
in the first two, I thought they were really good. I
Yeah.
didn't really get why people dislike them. I really liked how it had a lot more comedy in it.
Right. Right.
'Cause I personally like the superhero movies that have come out. Like, and this might be an unpopular opinion, but I prefer the comedy aspects more to be more prevalent than just
Hmm.
like having some serious deep story, because it's just like, dude, you're like wearing a cape. Like,
Yeah.
well, let's not take ourselves too seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, with Quantumania came out, people were so mad about like the ending to movie,
Mm.
and I'm like, have you seen the She-Hulk series?
Okay, I actually seen it. I don't think it's bad. I just think people were expecting something different
No,
because how
it's
they
bad.
ended it.
It's bad.
I no, the thing I liked about it was that her thing wasn't that she was Hulk. She was a lawyer.
Yeah,
So
but
most of her things were based on lawyer stuff, which makes sense because she's a lawyer.
it's just a
So
lawyer. Yeah, but like, bro, the moment I saw that scene where she's like in her like form and she's fucking twerking, I'm like, yeah, this is over. This is trash.
I mean, it does have scenes that aren't like
Yeah, but
aren't
like,
good,
I don't
but
know, one bad scene like that is more than enough for me to be like, nah.
honestly, as a story, I don't think it was bad. I think it's underrated.
Mm,
Not by much, but I don't think it just needs to be hated on.
I've never seen it. I heard a lot of bad things about it when it came out and when it finished. And it's only on Disney Plus, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of subscription services, so I
Mm.
I usually miss out on a lot of things. um, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, the comedy in it's probably good, but I just, like I said, I've never seen it, so I don't know how I feel about it. But
Right, right.
I said I saw it getting trashed so much when it came out. I don't know if that's justified or not. I can't tell you.
I do love the Spider-Man series. The Spider-Man series
You
are
what?
good. The Spider-Man, like the Spider-Man movies.
Oh, the movies.
Yeah, those
Oh,
are great.
oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like all the incarnations of Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire and um, what's the current guy's name? Tom
Tom,
Holland.
yeah,
Yeah,
Tom
I like
Holland.
him too. He's funny. Yeah, the last movie is really good. I went to go see it in theaters actually.
Oh.
And I wasn't expecting much because, like, at that point, my superhero phase really died out. But I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it. I liked how they brought back the original Spider-Mans. I thought that was a interesting concept.
Yeah. It was definitely a
Yeah.
good movie, yeah. But uh just curious, what would you guys say is like the worst Marvel movie you've watched?
The worst what movie?
Marvel movie.
Worst Marvel movie. Hmm.
Trying to remember.
Um, I would say, uh, and this is gonna make so many people mad, but I would say that probably Infinity War the second one, what was it called? EndGame.
Mm.
That movie was so disappointing. It just it did not live up to the hype, really, for me at all. I just thought the ending was, for lack of a better term, it was just bogus.
Well, I got another title. Oof, jeez, alright. Yeah, we're going.
Oh, you already used the Marvel one. I
Hmm?
think that will. You already used the Marvel thing. Maybe you just stick with the first one.
Oh yeah, yeah, I guess so. I guess. Well, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah. I guess the Doctor Strange movie.
Which one? The second one.
The second one, yeah.
Okay,
I
thank
watched
God.
that in
Okay.
theater, and I was like,
Yeah.
this is disappointing.
Yeah, I don't know why they.
Yeah, I heard that was bad.
Yeah, I don't know why they made like Wanda to be like the villain of the movie.
Well, she was.
Yeah, yeah, but like I don't know. To me, it was like it's stupid to me. I don't know.
In a sense, it did make sense because both of them were magicians, and
Yeah, but
And-
what was the reason again for like going berserk again? Or, like going.
she wanted. So, you had to watch WandaVision to understand. So, in WandaVision, she lived in this like fake town where she had like her family and all that stuff.
Mm,
But it was then that she realized that her family does exist, but in a different dimension.
yeah.
So what she was going to do was literally find a way where she can take her children and live her like family life. But the problem with that is that if she did that, it would be like complete like destruction of all the multiverses.
Right, right.
So that's why she was the villain. She wanted to do something, but at the cost of like all the multiverses
Yeah.
getting destroyed.
I mean, like, yeah, I understand, but it's, I don't know, man. Like, putting her as like the villain of like the movie is, to me, it's just, I don't know, it's just weird. And the movie
That's a
just
shame.
ended weird. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shame. I really do like the character Doctor Strange,
Yeah.
but I did see that movie didn't do so well. Honestly, when it came out, I had forgotten about it. It just kind of came and went. But I love Benedict Cumberbatch. I loved him in. I watched the first season of Sherlock,
Oh, yeah.
and he was good in that. He did the character really well. But as for the writing of Sherlock, it didn't impress me. The first episode of Sherlock is amazing, though. I wish they could have kept it going, but I never finished that series. I think he's a great actor, so it's a shame that that movie wasn't so good.
Never seen Sherlock.
Yeah, no, never. There's quite a few, like, have you guys seen the Morbius?
No,
Oh, bro.
I've seen the memes.
Oh, no, that movie.
I've seen a drunken commentary on it. That was pretty good.
I mean, yeah, that movie was so boring. But I think that movie was quite shit as well. The new Ford movie was quite shit as well.
Thor.
Yeah, the new one.
I thought Thor would have been good in the direction it was going. Like, what was it? Ragnarok was really good.
Ragnarok was good, yeah, but I think it's last year's one, the Love and Thunder one. That was.
They had the same director, which kind of didn't make sense why that one was bad, but the other one was good.
I don't know why, but I don't know. It's. I'm not sure why that one was like that bad.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. Like I said, the last couple I haven't watched because I've been really out of that scene, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of them is like series now what they do, which is stupid.
Yeah, it's probably cheaper that way too.
Yeah, it's probably cheaper, but like, I'm not gonna go for Disney Plus just to watch these series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I really want to watch it, I'll just find other means, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I should like. There's a few shows I would want to watch. I was gonna say. Yeah. Have you guys seen the new Batman movie, the Batman?
No.
Oh,
Mm.
that's not the one with Robert Pattinson,
Yeah, that one.
is
Yeah.
it? Oh, I haven't seen it. Is it good?
I watched half of it and I was like, eh. I don't know.
Oh.
To me, I don't know. He doesn't really talk in the movie.
Huh.
Like I'm watching it, he talks every now and then. And it's like, what he did. He just does like every now and then something.
Mm.
Well, I
I
mean,
mean, yeah, he had potential to be good, but
Yeah, I know a lot
eh.
of people like love it, and I'm like, I mean, it's Batman. It was like the sixth Batman we've had.
we've had a lot of Batmans.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. I don't know, but
We've had Adam West, Christian Bale,
right.
Ben Affleck, and now Robert Pattinson.
That's way too many. What was gonna say?
Weren't they bringing
Yeah.
was it Michael Keaton?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Aren't they bringing him back in a movie?
yeah.
Um,
The new Flash movie,
Oh, okay, yeah.
which then how they're releasing the Flash movie with controversy. Nice.
oh yeah, that's right. He was a Batman too. Totally forgot.
Yeah, but he was like old as one.
Yeah, he was in the one
Batman.
where Jack Nicholson played the Joker.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
yeah, the Tim Burton films. He was in those.
Oh,
Hmm.
He was in Morbius too.
wait, who?
Interesting.
Michael Keaton.
Michael. Yeah, apparently
Really?
he was in Morbius.
Let's see this Morbius. Who did he play? He was. Huh. Bro, I can't remember this shit. Huh, okay.
And there are a lot of movies I didn't know he was in.
I mean, he was in the Spider-Man movie as well. Homecoming.
He was
Right?
in Porco Rosso.
What the fuck is that?
It's a Ghibli film.
Okay. Okay.
Dude, it's a Ghibli film, so I'm just shocked that he was the main guy, Porco Rosso, in the dub.
I've never heard that name in
That's
my life.
Oh, that was the one about the it's like a pig in an airplane. I have not seen it.
yeah. I
Oh.
haven't either, but
Wait, an egg on an airplane.
no pig.
Oh. Oh. I mean, even though a
Even though
pig.
that
What?
he looks like I think he's a human, just looks like a pig.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'm just looking at
Let's see.
this
He was
thing, bro. This man played in so many fucking movies. Like so many like superhero stuff.
yeah, he was a villain and a superhero.
Yeah.
Where did
Oh, the new Aquaman comes out this year.
Michael Keaton in that?
He is. He is.
Oh yes.
Yeah, he is. Anyways, speaking of YouTube, look, what would you say is your like process are
YouTube. We were not talking about YouTube.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, this I know this will eventually come to a close because I think we are with the movies. But we can talk a little bit about YouTube. Why not?
Yeah.
What would you say is like your process for making a video?
My purpose for making
And
a video?
your process.
Your progress. Yeah, your process.
Oh, so usually I'll have an idea. I tend to focus mainly on like plot and character analysis. So I'll think of something that interests me in the plot of an anime or manga series, or something about a character I feel like could be explored more. And I usually make a list of like those ideas. And then I'll go through and like whatever I'm feeling most inspired to write about, I'll go and I'll pick the topic. And I'll usually write about what I can remember offhand. And then I'll usually maybe go and read up a little more about it in case I missed a detail. and add it into the script.
Mm.
Then once I finish the script, I usually make a folder and I compile everything that I need for the visuals of the video, the clips from the series, just pictures that are relevant to the topic. Um, and then I usually go from there. I'll record the script and I'll just kind of play around with it until I come up with something that works for the video. So since I typically just use my voice, I don't use a camera or anything like that. Um, my process is pretty simple, and that's what I want to do. I want to keep it that way going forward. I know like a lot of people who like get successful on YouTube, and I feel like overall I've been very successful. Uh, a lot more successful than I thought I'd be. So I'm very thankful for everyone who watches my videos and has supported me like ever since I started all of this, because this was a process I just did for fun, and I didn't really think people would be interested in watching it. I was just doing it for myself, and it's been really cool. I've met a lot of people who are as passionate about the series as I am, and just passionate about um, just anime and manga and just nerd culture in general. So it's been really fun. But going forward, I don't think I'm gonna have like a face reveal anytime soon or anything like that. But I mean, maybe. But again, I want to keep my videos, simple and straight to the point, because that's one thing I feel on YouTube sometimes that gets a little irritating for me, is sometimes YouTubers like they have these long intros and it's like it's the point, it's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's just I want to get to the point. I don't want to sit and ramble on for the first 5 minutes about whatever.
Yeah.
So like I said, my process is very simple, and I don't really plan on changing that anytime soon.
What's your schedule for like uploading? Is like what, a weekly thing or what?
Yeah, I try to upload once a week. I usually upload on Mondays.
Right.
When I started YouTube, I just kind of I did once a week, but I just did whatever day just to kind of experiment and see what worked. And it seemed like Mondays worked for some reason. I usually just upload it like Monday morning.
Oh, right.
So I try to do it every week. Sometimes I miss a week here and there, but I try to get that up. And other than that, I do my podcast with my friend Im. So that podcast is called 19 O'Clock News, and the name came from the name of the opening theme from Kadocha, and that's what we
Right.
talk about. We talk about the series. We talk about everything, the anime, the manga, just anything related to the series.
It's a lot of content that can come out from that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's a lot of filler. Um, I think the filler is pretty good overall for the anime. It complements the canon stuff, but
Right.
I will say the filler content in the last half of the series, it's hard to get through sometimes, because there's a whole filler arc where literally it's about two characters from the main cast, and then like everyone else in the main cast is like gone for this filler arc that's like 12 episodes, and it's very annoying sometimes. Like it has some good moments, but it's just like it. And the arc I'm talking about, for anyone who's listening who's seen it, it's probably I'm talking about the New York arc where they go to New York and they're I think they're on Broadway, and it's like it's so long and so tedious.
Jeez. I mean, New York arc. Damn. But but I assume you're probably working on like the new volume arc. I don't know arc. Anyway, you're probably working on like your volume 8 to 9 video now.
Me? I am working on a video breaking down two of the characters in volume 1 of the manga right now. I'm also working on some other videos related to like rare content related to the series, like that I found on the Internet Archive. I have a whole series where I go through and find information on the Internet Archive about the
Right.
series, like rare merchandise. So I have another video in that series coming soon. I have another video I'm working on about some characters I haven't talked about before as well. So I have a lot of stuff I'm working on, and I'm also working on a video collab with another YouTuber. So I'm not going to reveal that yet, but But I'll tell you the subject of the video is we'll be talking about the anime and manga series Shugochara.
Never heard of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, never heard of it.
Yeah,
either.
it's so weird because when Crunchyroll was like an up and coming thing, it was one of their most popular series, and then like 10 years later, like it just like it disappeared into the void, and like no one knows what it is. But it's basically a magical girl series, like similar to Sailor Moon. But the characters transform into what they call their quote unquote would be selves. So like there's a character who he wants to be a king basically,
Right.
and like he transforms into a king when he's like fighting. So it's stuff like that. It's a pretty cute little anime. It's got some stuff in it that's kind of weird, but
Yeah.
like I said, we'll talk about that in the video collab.
Yeah. So what are you working on anime, brother? You working on Monosuke Tensei?
Yeah, more Sugar Tensei, man. You know,
It's that's content for the whole year.
yeah, this is my content for maybe the whole year, because how my scheduling is going.
Yeah.
Probably.
Literally. Bro, I've been stuck on this one video for ages now. I literally can't get past working on it.
I know the feeling that the video I'm working on about volume 1 of the Kadocha manga, like I had been stuck on it for months, and it was very frustrating because do you ever feel like in your head you know exactly what you want this video to be, but you just can't get it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it's been. But luckily, the last few days I've had that inspiration to actually compile all of my thoughts and research into this video. So I found that and anyone who's listening who just creates content in general, like it doesn't have to be a YouTube video. For me, what works is if I'm stuck on a project, and I know it can be hard to even motivate yourself to step away from the project because you're just like, oh, I just got to do this. I got to get it done. But sometimes for me, I have to just step away for a few days and maybe focus on like a video game or a different series, just something that's unrelated to the video topic. And then once I get back on my computer and I open the file, I'm like, oh, there we go. And it just comes out naturally. And that would be my advice to anyone who is creating anything. Just take a few days and step away and don't even think about it. And, if it's meant to come to you, it will.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually like that when I read. I actually like when I read and I need to actually play a game and go back to it.
Right. So I could probably do that because, bro, like when I get tired of video, I'm like, you know what? Let me just watch it. Let me just finish it. And I'm always just annoyed trying to finish this video. Cause I don't want to like keep like, oh yeah, I'll take a few days off. I'm like, that's like a few days. That's quite a lot. Because like the video I'm doing now is, I don't know why I picked this video, but I watched 30 anime in 30 days.
So how did you choose the anime? That's my question.
I literally just went on like live chart and I scrolled through like all the years. I went from 2000 all the way to like new anime and just went through them like, this looks fine. I'll watch that. And I picked 31 anime to watch, which I picked a few extra just in case if the other ones were too shit to put in. But right now, I probably just finished watching.
Well, I mean, I think you could have kept those in. Like, what's the video about? Your experience with all of the anime, or just?
Yeah, no, each anime. I talk about 30 anime in
Well,
30
then, yeah,
days.
it would. Then you should definitely keep the bad ones.
No,
Because then
no, there's
you
bad
can
ones.
talk bad about it.
Yeah, there's bad ones. Don't get me wrong, there's bad ones. But there was one show. It was like, it was called like Binbo Shikai or something. I don't know, something like that. And bro, this animation style was so shit. I was like, nah, I can't sit through this. So I was like, I'll just replace it with another one. But I mean, having to watch 30 anime in 30 days is horrible. I don't know why, but I think I just finished with 19 one, so I have only a few left. But I mean, words wise, I think I'm up at like 6,000 words for it so far. I mean, I'll probably get like 200 views. So,
I know that feeling. Yeah.
that's why I always,
It's funny.
So go on.
I was talking to my husband the other day, and we were just talking about like content that I put out, and it's like it always seems like it's the video you think is not going to do that well that's like gets like 1,000 views, and then the one that you like put your heart and soul in is like 250.
Yeah.
Actually, that's why every time I do a video, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do a video that is not too much editing, not too much anything, because they'll have a better chance again views than these ones that take like a month to do.
Yeah. I still have like this video that I've made like 2 years ago that I want people to forget, and it's like it's almost at like 500 views right now.
Yeah.
And it's like I look back at this video and I'm like, there's better videos. I've done better. Choose other videos. This is so bad. And it's like in the lead by a lot, and I'm like, how is this? This was like when I was doing weekly stuff. This isn't like my new content now where I actually put time and effort into videos. This was just something where I was like, I need to get out there. Let's post a video.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to go to like a monthly schedule, like just one video a month, and then like stream through the times. But I don't know. To me, only like one video a month. Just I don't know. It just doesn't feel enough. Cause like it doesn't take me a whole month to do a video. So there's no point in finishing the video in 1 week and then just waiting 3 weeks to post it. There's no point.
Well, I mean, like I have like a schedule. Like I build a video in like parts. So like one day I'll be doing like one part of the video, and then I'll just next part. That's why my videos take so long. Not because it takes a while to make them. It's because I'm making one day.
Yeah.
I'm focusing on one part a day, and then maybe doing another script for another video. Because like right now, the video I'm working on, I actually just finished another book of Mushoku Tensei, so technically I have another video that I can work on while this one is being made.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really split it up. When it comes to editing, yeah, sure. Then I'll do like, the first time I'll just cut down or like cut out all the sounds in my audio, and then I'll be like, okay, that was spot on, and then I'll just like get in like the clips about the anime I'm talking, and then I'm like, that's fine for now. Because I don't
use.
Yeah.
I don't use clips because copyright.
Nah, man, no.
Well, copyright is very finicky now, so
I haven't got a
It is.
claim in ages.
I try to make my clips very short, and that seems to work. But I'm always worried. But it's a gamble that I probably shouldn't even play. I shouldn't even be playing that game with YouTube, but I do because I'm just an idiot.
I mean, like, I don't know. I feel I'm stupid, I guess, then, because like with my another recent video, what video was it? It was on the. Every time I talk about like specific anime, I'll just go to the anime. I downloaded the whole trailer. It was like 2 minutes. I don't cut it. I just put the whole trailer in my video. And I don't get copyright claims for it, so...
Yeah, I've noticed that with some YouTubers that I watch. Like, I noticed that they use a trailer for whatever they're talking about,
Yeah.
and it always seems to work. I used clips from a trailer for my fruits basket video, and I haven't gotten anything for that video. I even used some clips too, and
Yeah.
I'm honestly shocked. It just hasn't gotten anything at all. No restrictions, nothing.
Yeah, I don't know what, but I remember the moment I did a video on like Bungo Stray Dogs, and the a company that like did the trailer was Karakawa. It was all over. I uploaded the video, copyright strike instantly. It wasn't even a claim, nothing, just a strike right away. I'm like, you motherfuckers.
Wow.
Like I was like, oh, I'll just delete the video then. I deleted the video and the strike is still on my channel. So I'm like, okay.
You know, I think it's like if you're making money off of your content, then I understand the copyright stuff. And I understand if you're uploading like a whole episode of something. I understand that too. But I feel like YouTube, and you know, don't get me wrong, I love YouTube as a platform. I think it's amazing that we have that in this day and age because we have so many creative people out there, and it really gives them a chance to put their work out there. And you know, it might not get that many views, but it at least gives you a chance. But you know, I feel like YouTube is just can be very restrictive. And I don't really like that because I was there in the Wild West days of YouTube when like people were uploading like full AMVs with like full songs and like now it's like these TikTok edit videos because like copyright's gotten so bad, and it's just, you know, let people express themselves. And again, I get that. I get the whole copyright thing. I get uploading whole episodes of things and having people watch it for free.
Right.
That's not right. But I just feel like sometimes YouTube is just unfair with that stuff.
Yeah, especially if it's like if you're using like the anime, like the anime's trailer, it's like okay. Yeah.
Well, I actually was we all know about like what's it called, Mark, right? When he had his who's the YouTuber? I'm trying to remember. There was one YouTuber who got almost all his uploads copyright. Like he got strikes for most of his anime stuff, and it was actually so. At the time, people thought it was the companies themselves, and we were all putting that blame on it. But I actually was watching I was watching a person with a different niche. He was talking about history, and he said all his React channel things were they got striked. And the thing that they said was the original YouTubers like that made the video that they were reacting. They said, we didn't do anything. We didn't strike you. Like we didn't do anything. And it eventually got me thinking, oh, so maybe this isn't the companies. Maybe this is just YouTube.
Right.
Just not knowing how what is like what you can and cannot do. Yeah. Because when I heard this, I was like, oh, so this puts a bigger light. It's not the company. Like I maybe the companies actually didn't even copyright strike. Maybe it was, even though they say they have proof, I think it was mostly they didn't know that the videos were copyright. It was most likely YouTube just thought, oh, this is going against it, so we're just gonna ban you.
Right.
So YouTube really does need to fix that, because that is an issue, especially on their platform.
Yeah, I mean, with my copyright thing, it was copyright claimed by Karakawa. which I don't know even what they do.
Let's see, Karakawa.
But this is like a media thing, isn't it? Like,
It's a cafe in Cyprus. Yeah, it's a cafe in Cyprus, meaning jungle.
oh, it's just
of the
it's just it's animation studio.
Maybe I spelled it wrong. Katakawa.
Kadakawa, like Kadokawa.
Okay, yeah, I was not spelling that.
Okay, but then Mushoku Tensei. Okay. Oh, okay. That's not the animation. It's a, I think it's like an overseas thing. But let me see. Did they?
It's a media company.
Is Bungo Stray Dogs under them? Let me see.
Yeah, Bungo Stray Dogs.
Is it under Karakawa?
Yeah, Bungo Stray Dogs.
Okay.
Dead Apple.
Is Dead Apple? Is that it?
Let's see. You do a lot of live action stuff.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them look shit.
Yeah, that's the only one. Did
No.
you do
No.
an episode?
I did it. I know I do. Okay, now there's the third season of it. So, anyways, yeah.
Okay, so
Except it probably is, but fucking bitches. But yeah, I mean, with like YouTube as well, I see that like for some reason, if you like swear or something like that, like in the first like 10 seconds, age restricted or like it's like copyright claimed or something.
I think that's them trying to be family friendly. I don't think that's a copyright.
Not
They're just saying watch
Yeah,
your language, man.
yeah, but it's like, come on, like I literally click on the thing of like, no, it was just not made for kids. If I click that, then don't fucking age restrict it. I literally click no, it's not for kids.
You know, I've always worried about my channel in particular because when you directly translate kadocha, it actually means child's toy in Japanese.
Right.
And I'm just worried that like someday that the YouTube bots will like see the word child and it'll get like triggered and it'll just be a disaster. So yeah.
I mean, like it's not a hentai, so they would be jumping very. They would be jumping.
My guess.
They would be jumping a lot of hoops to get to that. I think you're
Yeah.
fine. I think you're fine.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Like if they age restrict you, I would be like, dude, like how many like you probably jumped very, very, very far to say this is not good for kids because it might not be, but it also might be boring because kids probably don't like listening to explanations of characters and stuff. But I don't think it would be like need for age restriction. Like they'd probably just be bored, not really like what is this? Like
I mean, like there's moments in the anime and manga that are like trigger warning, like talk about things like abuse and things like that. So I don't know. Again,
well,
like,
I mean,
like
that shouldn't be too bad because kid shows here in America, some of them talk about serious topics. So I don't think it should be an issue. Like it's not like a kid's like. I'm not gonna talk about it. Let's just.
Yeah, it's not anything inappropriate.
Yeah. So, I don't think it will be an issue.
Yeah. If it does, then we're in trouble as well with our podcast ideas. But we've literally all episodes dedicated to hentai, so we can't say anything.
We have 2 episodes.
Almost 2, yeah, literally.
Actually, 1.
Almost 2.
One that actually was, and then.
Oh, we
Yeah,
we didn't have one, so.
Yeah. Let's not talk about hentai until.
No, we're not gonna talk about it. Obviously not. But yeah, I mean, like, I mean, we are doing a risky episode, you know that, right? Eventually.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I know.
No, not the
But
entire one.
let's.
Not the entire one.
Well, what risky episode?
It's controversial topics that we're going to talk about.
If it's political stuff, I'm not talking.
Oh,
about
we're going deep into everything.
Oh, then I won't be there for that episode.
Why not?
Because, dude, I don't want. Because that's something I care about, and I don't want it to be rude.
What do you mean?
Is like political, like, dude. When on YouTube, I don't try getting political at all. Like, like I only talk about politics in anime.
Right,
I don't
right.
talk about politics in the real world.
I mean, nobody.
I mean, I'm just here to have fun and talk about
Yeah.
my favorite little shows.
Yeah, I mean, but that's our like personal channels, right? We're not gonna talk about like controversial stuff on our personal channel, but this is a podcast, so we can.
No, that doesn't help it, dude.
I'll be able. Yeah, I mean, yeah, right.
I
Maintain
think the
civil.
problem with talking about that stuff, though, is, well, you know, some people dedicate their channels to talk about those things. I think if you're talking about anything like a series or you're talking about something that's artistic, like, to me, it just would seem like, you know, if you're gonna bring like your views into it, like you're alienating some of your audience, and I feel like that's just not, you know, people don't come to hear you, you know, tell them the idea of your perfect world, you know.
Yeah.
People want to hear you talk about the thing that your channel's known for. So I never really understood why people would get that way. Because again, I just feel like it alienates people.
Yeah. People come to my channel because they like my content. I don't talk about serious, like, I may talk about history, like, you know, comparing like maybe a war from like real life, but I wouldn't be talking about like modern history, like what the past maybe 3 presidents were like. Yeah, I don't talk about it because I'm not a political channel, and
Yeah.
I don't want this one to be a political channel.
But it's
dude.
not.
Then what? You just wanted to talk about something risky, and
Yeah,
well,
bro.
what is that?
Literally anything that's like, I said risky, but that's the thing. It's not risky. It's just people are too sensitive about the topic.
That's a like vague thing. We'll talk about it after.
Yeah. But I mean, like, it's just like we made a podcast so we can talk about anything.
Yeah, anything that wouldn't get my channel canceled.
But bro, I mean, like, it's not, bro. I'm still here, and I've said stupid stories here.
Oh, that's different, dude.
Yeah,
like,
it's not really different. Though.
People have done. Oh, dude, it's not like you said. It's not like you said you molested a kid. Okay,
Whoa.
you've done stupid stuff.
Bro, what the fuck?
You've done stupid stuff, but it doesn't. It's like a lot of people probably can go to the thing and be like, yeah, that's like I think the worst thing you've done is steal something. Like, and that's like in terms of crime, that's like maybe a couple of months in jail, depending on the thing you stole.
Maybe, but I mean, like, I mean that's still a thing. I mean, like, it's. I mean, yeah, we'll talk about it after. So.
Yes, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, we were getting real.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care at all. I mean, I'll talk about anything, but again, like you said, I just don't. And again, I'm here to have fun. You know, there's so much sadness and tragedy in the world anyway. So it's like, you know, let's enjoy the good that we do have. You know, and take this 2 hour, 3 hour show and make it fun. You know, make it entertaining and enjoy. You know, the things that we have that we enjoy. And so I don't mind, you know, having those discussions, but it's like you said, I don't want to have these discussions on a channel where we talk about
Yeah.
animated characters, fictional characters, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, we could talk about the politics of anime characters. Does
I have no
that
idea.
justify that?
I have no idea.
But honestly, real world stuff. Let's not.
Hmm?
Well, real world stuff in the sense of like not funny stories. Let's not.
Yeah, but I mean, it's interesting to talk about them. Like what
It
everybody
is,
thinks
but
about it.
it is.
I
But this
agree
is
with you there. It's just like I agree with Anime Bro though. Like it's not the time or place to talk about that though.
yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking about like this episode.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, like, depending on what you mean, I might have to say I'm not part of this.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you don't have to be part of it. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take a risk.
I'll take. Yeah, you take the risk, and then eventually the channel disappears.
Nah, I doubt it. I'll doubt it. Because like, I don't think. Okay, well, I could get age restricted them. Maybe, maybe not.
Anyways, let's probably go back to anime. So
Yeah.
so are you like music? Is there a benchmark in like terms of anime music that you really like listening to? As in, like, this is a great, or I guess your best, not really a benchmark, but like the best music in anime, in your opinion?
Yeah, I enjoy some anime music. Of course, I prefer like the opening and ending themes because I tend to prefer music with lyrics and vocals.
Yeah.
But and I will say like the music of Kadocha, the anime that I focus on my channel, it's not my favorite style of music, but I feel like it fits the tone of the show very well. It's just fun and it's lighthearted, and it's very poppy. But I prefer like my favorite genre of music is definitely rock. I like 90s alternative the best. Um, so I like anime openings and endings that you know they have that sound to them. Um, so some of my favorite songs from anime actually are from Naruto. I like a lot of their openings and endings, especially the openings of Naruto from the first series. I really like those, especially the second opening of Naruto. I don't remember the name, but it's the one that plays during when they're in the tuning exams. And I really like that song. It's just really good. So I like a lot of anime songs. Actually, one that comes to mind that has excellent music, excellent soundtrack. Probably my favorite soundtrack in anime in general is Fully Cooley. You have music by the band The Pillows, and they do all the background music for that show, and it really adds to the vibe of that show. The kind of just nihilistic just tone, and I feel like the music by The Pillows really solidifies that tone. So that's probably my favorite style of anime music that aligns closely with my taste in music before I started listening or watching anime. You know, like I said, I like 90s alternative rock the best, like things like Alice in Chains and Oasis and what would be another one? There's so many. Nirvana's good, but I kind of gotten over Nirvana. But yeah, I definitely prefer that style.
Well, I don't know. Have you seen this? Have you seen JoJo's?
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Yeah.
I have not.
Mm.
In fact, I don't really know anything about it.
I will say, if you're into 90s rock or rock music in general, there's a lot of references in there. Like, I think you could, like, if you have like a picture of many characters, it's basically a story of references fighting things. That's basically how to put it. The stories are good, just there's always references to something. They also have like good soundtracks. Uh, one of their endings is I don't know if you know this, but Roundabout. It's a meme.
I know I haven't seen that. Like I said, I don't know anything about JoJo, like the
Mm,
story or any memes about it either.
yeah, yeah. That that, that was just something I could compare it to, like it's rock because it has a lot of rock. So my favorite when it comes to music is Persona. I do like, especially Persona 5 with the like jazz
Oh yeah,
music. That's really good. I'm a big Persona fan as well, and
yeah.
especially Under the Mask. That I think you probably know it. It's just you don't know the name.
Yeah, I know I've never played a Persona game. I've always wanted to. Another game that's been sitting in my wish list for
Yeah,
a while. But I've heard the music in Super Smash Brothers, so it makes me think of the music of Cowboy Bebop. I really enjoy that music too.
yeah. That's where I would go to when it comes to like my favorite type of music is the Persona series.
Hmm. Uh, I don't think we've ever spoken about this on the podcast, but what is already like favorite like bands and musicians?
Bands,
Um,
musicians.
Yeah.
I have again, I can give you my top five of that, like my anime.
All right.
um, which that one's a bit more solid.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So my favorite band is Oasis, and you probably know because their song is kind of a meme, like their hit song Wonderwall. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. But
Maybe.
I, but I really like them. They were the first band I really got into, and I know a lot of their songs on guitar. My second favorite band, and it's a very close second, is Pink Floyd.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I really love how uh, they're very interesting musically because they're up there with rock legends like the Beatles or Led Zeppelin, but
Yeah.
they're very different in how they approach that genre, and they incorporate different things into the rock genre. They have an album before they got big with Dark Side of the Moon. They have an album called Atom Heart Mother, and that album has like a whole orchestra section as the opener. They I love how they dabble in different genres. They have some jazz in there. They have the orchestral stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, they do the experimental thing with sound effects. In fact, they had a canceled album after Dark Side of the Moon where they were going to make an album using unconventional instruments. So the album was going to be called Household Objects, and they were going to like use household objects to make the
Right,
music,
right.
which of course
Yeah.
that got scrapped because it would have been very very niche thing to do, and
Yeah.
they were an up and coming pop band, so that wouldn't have worked. But there are some recordings that survive that, like you can listen to on Spotify that are like bonuses on the Dark Side of the Moon's deluxe edition. But I know way too much about Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
but my third favorite band would have to be Radiohead, for very similar reasons. They don't just stick to rock; they go in very different directions many times. They're very electronic by the time we hit the 2000s. In the 90s, they were a very stereotypical rock band. But once we got to the 2000s with them, they were very um, focused on electronic noises and experimenting with that stuff with the rock music. Um, and number four would have to be the Arctic Monkeys. So they're more of a modern band. I've seen them live twice. They're phenomenal. And I just love the lyrics of their music. The guy who writes the lyrics for the Arctic Monkeys is very, very good. I love the music. Uh, it
Hmm.
it's every album of theirs sounds different too, which I really like. I like how diverse they are.
Yeah.
And then finally, number 5 would have to be Tame Impala, which is another more modern band. And they, again, I enjoy the, and you can probably see a pattern here. I enjoy the rock music, but I also like how they change it up a little bit. Um,
Right.
so yeah, that's my top 5, and so I'm sorry I spent a little bit too much time rambling on about
No, it's
that.
fine. Yeah, I've been searching for mine. I've been searching for mine.
Well, what's funny is
Hmm.
most of those bands are in JoJo's.
Ah,
Really? Okay.
Yes. So, do you know the song "Crazy Diamond"? From
Crazy,
Pink Floyd?
Shine On You Crazy Diamond? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's a power in JoJo's.
That is
Oh,
awesome. Okay, I need to watch this now.
yeah.
hmm.
There's also like a group of characters called the Zeppeli line, and they're based off of their name is based off the band Led Zeppelin.
That
Oh.
is really that's just really fun. Yeah, I'll have to check
Yeah,
that out.
What's your like band musicians, Emma, bro?
really hard. I am. I love a lot of artists.
Hmm.
I don't really have a strict top 5. I like Bruno Mars.
Hmm.
I like this guy's music. I don't like the guy himself, R.
Okay.
Kelly.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, this guy's terrible, but the music he makes
Hmm.
was good. Was good. Um, Bruno Mars. I'm trying to think. You ever go on YouTube and look it up?
Okay.
There's a lot of.
Bro, that's
music.
why I went through mine quickly. Because I couldn't remember names.
Well, those are the 3 that can come to my head. I can listen to
Bruno Mars
those.
has some good songs.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he does. A few good ones. So who else does pretty good music? What's the guy's name? Or the band's name? What's it called? I think it's Coldplay, isn't it?
oh yeah, that's a good band.
I'm pretty sure they
Hmm.
Too.
decent ones. Yeah. Let's see. I'll just talk about mine.
Go on YouTube Music. What have I been listening to?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, you're like.
Listening to Will. Oh, Weekend. Yeah, that's a good one. He's a great artist.
Oh, okay,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, my husband likes a few songs by him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's an artist. I know.
Yeah. I mean, Post Malone.
Well, don't listen to his stuff.
Juice WRLD.
What?
Juice WRLD.
Jews World?
Have you never heard of him?
Oh,
No.
Juice World.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh.
the rapper, right?
Okay. I thought you said Jews World, and that's a
Okay,
name
it's-
for someone.
It's just my accent. Calm down. I'm Juice WRLD.
Okay. I'm still hearing it. I'm still hearing
Okay,
it.
but
But
okay, yeah.
now I got a clarification. Okay, yeah, I know that guy.
All right, yeah. Okay. Let's see who else. Maroon 5.
Yeah, that's a good band.
All right. Yeah, they have. I liked that one song they had. It was a long time ago, but not really into them now.
I can't remember what song they did last. The ones I listened to was like the one where they had like just like the spinning camera, and with a lot of people in it.
Spinning camera.
Yeah, it was just like one shot, and it was just like it just kept spinning in a circle. I think it was like I don't know if it was with Cardi B. I'm pretty sure that was in that video song. It was
You guys know a person named Lloyd?
Lord, no.
Lloyd.
No.
No. Have you guys heard Gorillas? I like Gorillas.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
Gorillas.
pretty good, yeah. I mean, watching their videos while high is the different thing.
They have really good videos.
It's weird, but yeah. Let's see what other bands.
I listen to Michael Jackson. He's a good guy.
Really?
Oh yeah, I really like the album he did before he got really big. It was the album before Thriller. I can't think of the name of it, but I really like that one because it's less poppy. Like I don't really like his pop music that much. But I like his more, like you said, like I like his more R&B sound and stuff, not really his straight pop music like Thriller and Beat It. Beat It's a good song. I mean, they're both good songs, but I prefer his earlier stuff.
Let's see Let's see more people. Who else? Rihanna.
Rihanna.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, she is good.
It's pretty good.
Ariana Grande.
Selena Gomez, obviously.
I haven't listened to an Ariana Grande song in a while.
Yeah, no.
That's not really my thing.
No. I mean, every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, I used to listen to Miley Cyrus, so I just not really into the whole like pop scene these days. I just, you know, my husband likes to call me a music snob, and that's what I am. So.
I think people are snobbish and stuff. Like, I'm a fantasy guy, and I really a lot of people like Mushoku Tensei. Kind of disappoint them by saying it's not that good.
I heard that you said that you liked Tolkien stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that stuff too. I know people can be very uppity about that as well, which I can be uppity about a lot of things. I think anything you're passionate about, that's just a natural thing to be.
Yeah.
I'm stuck on trying to think of people.
Let's see. Harry Styles, he's pretty good.
Yeah. Nah.
Outcast, they're good.
Who?
Outcast.
Did they do Hey Ya?
Yeah, they did Hey Ya.
Yeah, that's a good song. It takes me back.
Isn't there like a...
That's also a power in JoJo's.
Nice.
Wasn't there a band called like Playmouth or something like
that? Play what?
Isn't it like Playmouth or something like that?
Wow.
Oh, bro. Let's see.
There's some. I think it's.
No, never mind. It's a football club. Never mind. Green Day. That is a band. That's one.
Yeah, yeah. Green Day was one of the first bands I got into.
I can't remember. There was one song I really liked. I don't know what.
You're naming rock bands, and I'm just thinking JoJo's.
Oh my days. Let's see what.
You've convinced me. I have to see it now.
They have a guy with the power of Oasis too. So.
Oh, nice.
Arcade Fire. That's another one.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that's a JoJo thing.
I don't think that one is. Because they're not that popular. So I don't think it will be in JoJo's. Let's see. What other bands? Of Monsters and Men. That's another one.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard that name in a while.
Have you heard of the Killers? I like that band.
Yeah, they're good.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, bro, we could go on forever on.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah. You shouldn't even get me started on this because I'll just sit here and we'll be another 4 hours of just talking about this.
Well, I mean, this could have been the whole episode, honestly.
I mean, I mean, it could have been. I mean, we might as well just go on with this topic.
Yeah, I guess so.
'Cause I don't think we have another one to talk about after this. That I can think
Yeah,
of.
uh,
Let's see.
yeah.
Avil Nation.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a while either.
At this point, I'm just trying to find a band that you
Um,
don't know.
A band that I don't know, or
Yeah.
we both don't know.
That you don't know. So far, no luck.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
I got
yeah.
a playlist with
Hmm.
over 300 and something songs. Let's
Mm.
see. Oh yeah, Chris Brown was good.
Chris Brown. Okay.
Early Chris Brown. I don't
Yeah.
really like his new stuff.
I can't remember. Half an Orange.
Oh, you caught me. I've never heard of that.
I don't think anybody would. But I have like only like 10k subs. I'll just stick with the like newer ones.
Oh yeah, I might not know a newer band. I've been out of the loop with that for a while.
I'm just trying to see if I even have more. I usually just like get all my music from like Mr. Suicide Sheep. Churches. That's a good one.
Yeah, I've heard
Churches.
that one.
Chemical Romance. That's a good band. I think that's the name.
Yeah, My Chemical Romance. That's a classic
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Wow,
That one
jeez.
always takes me back to like 2008 when like the whole emo thing was a thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Welcome to the Black Parade. That's a good song.
Uh,
Man, I have a lot of music in the playlist.
bro, I don't even know what I'm listening to. A lot of these are like
Alicia Keys, Usher,
Alicia Keys.
Ricky Martin,
Bro, this man.
The Reason, Neo, Mario. Do you guys know him? The video game
Mario.
character.
Oh.
I mean, I know Wahoo Mario, but
Yeah.
I don't think I know the artist.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
So
Hmm.
speaking of to relate music and video games, and
Yeah.
you know, it's a guilty pleasure of mine, I guess I could say, but I'm just gonna tell people anyway because you know everyone should know at this point that I'm a big nerd. I mean, I have an anime YouTube channel, but
Yeah.
my favorite video game soundtracks are the Sonic Adventure soundtracks.
Ooh.
They're so good because the music in them it's
Oh,
it's,
Live and
my
Learn. Yeah,
favorite
that's a
genre.
good song.
Yeah,
Live and
yeah,
Learn. Yeah, that was a good song.
it's so good. I really wish like, and I feel like the internet is really divisive about those games now. Like people either love them and look back on them fondly, or people are like, you know, this wasn't very good. I'm kind of in between. Like, you know, it's not as good as I remember, but it's still. I feel like those games are peak Sonic. You know.
Yeah.
And the music is just it's so late 90s and early 2000s rock, and it's just brilliant, and I just wish we could go back to that with Sonic.
Yeah.
Well,
I did my Spotify top artist or whatever, one of those things that people do, and like Sega Sound Team was like number 5.
Oh jeez.
And so you got some good hits.
I'm trying to think if I have like a video game soundtrack. bro. Bro, I haven't played video games in ages. Let's see.
I mean, Mario has a good soundtrack. You can't beat Mario.
Does it even have a soundtrack?
It does, dude. Okay,
Does
look.
it?
Oh, dude. Don't be disrespecting video games. Mario has a great soundtrack. You just don't play video games.
But isn't it just like... Isn't it like just like one thing?
No. Have you played a Mario game before?
Yeah, of
You're
course.
talking about like the very first Mario game, maybe, but
Yeah, just...
Well, no, even the very first Mario game, it had variety. Okay, look, you can't beat like Mario game is like, I know it's like one of the simplest video games ever, but honestly, that is like even I wouldn't even consider the soundtrack bad. It's a good soundtrack,
Bro,
especially Mario Galaxy. Holy crap, they went crazy with that.
that's a good one, yeah.
I know, bro. The last Mario I played was like old school thing, like just side scroll and jump. That's it.
That's every dude. That's every Mario. That doesn't even break it down.
No, bro, no, that's a big difference. It's like, no, like the... Let me see if I can find Mario.
Was it the first game?
First game? Let's see.
The second game? The third
Whoa,
game?
whoa, calm down, boy.
Super?
I gotta go through the 50 games. Let's see.
Mario Land?
Nah, bro. Why is there so many Marios? What the fuck?
Because Mario's good, okay?
But it's the same thing.
Stop dissing on Mario, hater.
But it's the same thing.
It's not the same thing. You're just a hater who doesn't play video games.
This one. I'll see if I can see an image in general. This is probably the last one I played.
I was just kind of listening, and
Oh,
I didn't really have anything to say.
I was waiting for this man to answer me of what Mario is, but he's just dead.
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah, sorry, my sister asked me.
Oh, okay.
So what'd you ask me?
Check general chat. That's the last Mario that I played.
That was the first one.
Okay, that's the last one I played, and bro, the soundtrack to
That
that was I honestly I can't remember it. It was just like one thing, I'm pretty sure.
That, of course, it's one thing, but even then, that had more than one music playing. So it wasn't just one thing.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna remember the soundtrack, but I was like probably like 10 when I played this in.
The Mario's a classic, and music, you can't go wrong with Mario music. You may not think it's the best, but there's no way Mario music is bad.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think I pay attention to video game soundtracks. Because I mean, there's not really a point.
It helps set the mood. It's like an anime. Music sets the mood.
I guess, but it's a little bit different.
Not really, dude. Not really.
I mean, you're at least like moving the character yourself. It's already like a step above. Like,
But it helps with it helps set, like, if you hear a calming music in an area, you think of safe. This area is safe. I can just relax and not do much here. But if you hear upbeat music and all that, that means, oh wow, there is something going on. I pay attention. Just like in anime. Like I could name a lot of moments, but I won't. There's just music in everything is good.
right. I mean, I guess I just don't. Well, I mean, I don't play video games.
You just don't play video games. Yeah, that's your
Or,
thing.
I mean, if
you just don't play.
I do play video games. I start a game, but I don't play it with headphones.
The last game I saw you play was Bloodborne, and I don't know the music to that.
Yeah, but that's
I
on
haven't
stream.
played
Yeah, that's on stream. But I mean, like off camera, I play other games. But like, I just don't play with headphones on.
that. Well, that's probably an issue.
But I mean, like, you need it.
You know what
Is it
game
go?
has? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can go on.
You know what game has a great soundtrack? It's the Nier Automata game.
Oh my! Wow, Tenza should have been here.
Yeah.
Tenza's a near.
Oh man. Yeah.
This guy.
He loves that game.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a shame because that's definitely in my top 10 games.
Ooh.
Yep. That's his favorite of all time.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. I don't know if it's if he likes just the soundtrack, the story, or because there's like, a beautiful girl there. I don't know what he likes, but it's something.
He likes everything. He is like, you could say, you see that rock on that game? That was like the best rock ever.
It's pretty
like
detailed.
real life canon.
It's really detailed.
Well, I will say this. I'm sure he'll listen to this episode. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm trying to forget if I know any good soundtracks. What was it called? The Metal Gear. So was it like Metal Gear Vengeance or something?
Oh, Revengeance.
I think that was the one. Yeah, you could like cut anything.
Yep, Revengeance.
Yeah, I like that soundtrack.
I know a lot about video games too.
Back then when
Everything
I
I'm very
used
passionate.
to wear headphones.
Did you not have like a TV with speakers?
What do you mean? Oh, right now?
Well, like when you were playing video games?
No, I use monitors, man. I use monitors.
You use monitors?
Hmm.
Never played on a TV?
Nah, bro. Oh, I mean, yeah, in my living room it's like a TV, but I hate it because because it's so big, you can't sit close to it because otherwise you're gonna be fucking blind afterwards.
Yeah, but
But I don't know, I just
you don't
yeah.
you don't need to sit that close to to a TV
Nah,
because if it's big enough,
I mean, I
you
can't
can
play.
sit on a couch and see everything.
Yeah, but it's in my living room. I can't play games in the living room because like everybody goes in and out, so I can't play. So I just rather sit here and like play on my monitor without sound. I mean, it depends what game you're obviously playing. If it's multiplayer, you need to wear headphones. But
On multiplayer, I turn the music down because it's like I'm trying to see where this enemy is at, and the music does not help with
oh
that.
yeah, yeah, I guess. I mean, like,
If it's story games, I keep the music in because it helps with
right.
the feeling. But multiplayer, yeah, that thing is that the music is gone. Like I don't need it.
Oh yeah. Oh, now we want to pick off games. Adi, what would you say is like your favorite games then?
My favorite video game series is The Legend of Zelda.
Oh,
My
nice.
favorites are definitely Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. I'm not sure which one I prefer because, you know, the gameplay styles are similar but different. Obviously, in Majora, you have the 3-day cycle and you have to go
Hmm.
back in time and you have to complete the dungeons and in the set amount of time, and you know it goes back and basically resets everything. So I can't really pick which one that I like more. I think I like
Hmm.
Majora just a little bit more because the narrative is just it's so unique, especially for that time period in gaming. I love Breath of the Wild. I can't wait for the sequel coming out this May.
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping that it's as good as it looks. And I mean, there's honestly not a Zelda game I don't like. I don't really like some of those. Like, there was one that came out on DS, 3DS a couple years ago that was not very good. It was like a 3-player game.
Oh, the
Triforce
Triforce
Heroes.
series. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was not good.
Oh, I've never played the
um,
Legends of Zelda game.
oh, it's
Dude, you
so
need to
good.
play
Bro, I don't have money to
like
buy a
Zelda.
Nintendo.
You emulate. There's plenty of Zelda games you can emulate.
Hmm.
Emulate.
Yes, that's free.
Well, it's also illegal.
Well,
Oh
I'm used
yeah,
to that. So, but I mean, like,
that-
also, what can you do on
that's-
your PC then, or what?
yeah, you can play
Yeah,
on your PC.
I
What?
emulate a few games. I don't emulate really those. I I emulate mainly like Dreamcast because I just have no way to get that right now.
Bro,
So,
why have I never heard
um,
of this?
Dreamcast?
No, emulate.
Emulation? You've
Yeah,
never heard of this?
no, bro.
Really?
This is yeah,
You
emulating
know,
is like how most people um play games now because instead of buying them, well, most people emulate old games that most likely the companies are not making money off.
right. Okay.
So they would emulate like Mario, first
Oh,
Mario game, the first Legend of Zelda, and even some newer 3D ones like Ocarina of Time and Mario 64.
hmm.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of
retro gaming collecting is just it's ridiculous with the
yeah,
prices.
they're expensive.
I've never heard of it.
But yeah, I love Legend of Zelda. I also really like Animal Crossing. Um,
Mm.
Animal Crossing is one of my favorite games to play. I have, and this is so embarrassing, but I have 1,000 hours of it on my Switch. It's
Oof.
bad.
Oh, with that game, I don't think it's bad because apparently, like, I heard the story and it is a long game to play. So, like, 1,000 hours on that game, I don't think is too. Like, Tenz has 1,000 hours on Nier,
Yeah,
right?
he does. Yeah.
Yeah, he maxed out those hours, and
Oh wow.
I don't think that game takes that long. So
But it's
that
funny
guy really,
No.
because he showed it me once, and it stopped on because it stopped at 100 hours, and it doesn't count afterwards. And he says the moment it reached 100 hours was 2 years ago. So he's
yeah,
I think he's easily there. But I mean, like with Animal Crossing, it's not it's like a what like kind of like a anything type of games like farming and stuff like that, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
I,
there's they added that in an update. It wasn't there originally, but they added it later on.
No.
And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do. I do a lot of like designing and stuff like that, and like design the homes and the island itself.
Right.
I'm always looking at like interest and stuff and seeing like what looks cool and what I can try to emulate on my island.
Right.
So I've played all the Animal Crossing games in the series too. New Horizons and New Leaf are probably my favorites, and the GameCube one's probably my third favorite, just because it's such a classic. I like Pokemon games. I used to be way more into that. I haven't been into it recently. I started playing the new game, Scarlet, and that one has been pretty good. I haven't finished. I haven't really scratched the surface though with that because I just haven't had time. But I've enjoyed it. Overall, like I'm having fun with it, but like the graphics are like kind of just meh. But I'm not really a huge like graphic person. Like if the game has fun mechanics, then it's fine. Uh, but other than that, I really play. I play a lot of life simulation games like Story of Seasons, and I like Stardew Valley. But I also love open world adventure games too. One of my favorites that's a non Nintendo title would have to be Red Dead Redemption 2. That game is just amazing. Great story, great mechanics, a lot to do, a lot to explore. Yeah, I really need to get back to that too, because I I didn't get to do everything in the game yet, and there's just so much, and that's why I love it.
yeah, yeah. I haven't really played Red Dead. I've gotten like the free online version, but there was not really much to do in
Yeah,
that. So I was like, at least it was free. If I had to pay for this, I would have been like, yeah, this was a waste of money. But
Man.
I mean, what I've played, like with the certain missions and stuff, the mechanics is pretty cool. Western theme is pretty great, and also just looking at old America is
yeah, it's a very unique concept for a game. I had never heard of the series until Red Dead Redemption 2. Because for a while I took a break from gaming and I just wasn't really looking at new releases. So like when I started getting back into it, that's around the time when the second one came out. And at first I was like, game about the Old West, like what the heck? What the heck is that about? Like how can that be fun? And then I played it. I was like, oh, okay, this is pretty cool.
yeah. Yeah. I guess that's like with every game. You don't think it's good until you play it, and you're like, "Wow, this is amazing."
Yeah. I mean, GTA 5, obviously, that's a big one.
Yeah, I've watched my husband play that, and it looks really fun. But I haven't picked it up for myself yet. But I know it's made by the same company, Rockstar Games.
Yeah.
So it's like the same gameplay, but set in modern day.
Yeah, but it's definitely like the online is like just to like make money is like probably like the worst type of grind. It's so annoying. It's like,
Yeah, online.
have you like grinded like for money before in GTA MMO?
Yeah,
Oh, but it's so annoying.
yeah. It
Well,
it's like the only thing to do on.
it is, yeah. I mean, like,
It's
bro, driving 8.
and even when you get to the top, it's like, okay, what now? What do I do?
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing. I mean, like, driving 8 miles to collect something and driving 8 miles back just for like $100,000. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Like,
or to drive, deliver it, and then someone blow up your car. Yeah,
no.
it's like, man,
I mean,
they made heists which were better, but
yeah, but it's also annoying.
not by much. Like eventually, when you find a I remember there was a heist mission that you did, and it was so easy to the fact where it only took like 10 minutes to complete it after each trial. And the thing about it is it became so easy that they actually had to patch, they actually had to remove an enemy, because what you would do is you would sneak in and grab everything, and then one of the enemies that would show up would have a boat,
Right.
and then you would use that boat to escape the island. But what they did was they got rid of the enemy with the boat, so you actually had to swim all the way to the end of the map, which eventually was like, it wasn't worth it, and in the end, because it was now like a 10-minute mission was now like 20, maybe even 30 minutes, depending on if you got lucky with where everything was and stuff.
Right.
It was just no, it wasn't really worth it.
Yeah, I mean, like, in terms of like hours played, bro, like Modern Warfare 2019, I've way too many hours in that game, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, how many days?
Well,
how many days? 'Cause I had like 36 days played, which, how many hours does that add up to? Jeez, how many hours does? It's over 1,000, most likely.
it is 864.
Is that it?
Yeah, so not yet 1,000, but
No idea. I mean, my fortnight will be over that. Ah, jeez.
MMOs will eventually. MMOs are the one thing that steal your time. Like,
What? Fortnite?
WoW. No, MMOs. So, like WoW and Final Fantasy. Those things will take forever.
Bruh, I might assume so. I've never played them. I assume so. What is a game you guys would say is like overrated in that you've played before?
Fortnite.
It's a hard question. Because most of the games I've played before, I've enjoyed. As for like overrated, I mean, Fortnite's a good example. I've never played it, but like I've watched people play it. And I'm just like, what is this? Like, why do people like this? Call of Duty is one that I played that I feel like is overrated.
All right.
I feel like probably everybody says that though.
Yeah.
Kind of. Well, 4-1, yeah, that's pretty big.
A lot of people say it now.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, it was like the thing.
Yeah, but I mean, this one was like with Fortnite. It's the reason why people say that is because of the building. That's like the thing why people say it. But it's like,
yeah.
But it's like, so what?
Dude, you're trying to kill your enemies, but I'm also trying to worry about building.
Play with different mode in.
Okay, yes, but here's the thing. This new mode has been recent. How about old one where you had to deal with this?
Yeah, but it's one of those things like, you just have to like learn how to do it yourself, like how to get good at it, and then it'll be fine afterwards.
Well, that is until they introduced practice mode, where eventually the elites became insane people, and that eventually broke literally that broke the game. That's basically what happened. Many people didn't even come back because practice mode made things impossible, or
Right.
made it impossible for people to get better.
I mean, I guess. I can guess. I mean, I like Fortnite because like.
You mean like anime
Oh no, no,
collaborations?
no! Just like no, just like actual like in-game events, like the Marshmallow event, the Travis Scott event, or like the
Well,
Godzilla
other
vs
games are
Kong.
doing that.
Yeah, but
Other
it's
games are doing it
yeah,
now.
but that
Wait, the
looks
Godzilla versus Kong, that was also in Warzone.
yeah, but that's yeah, that was in Warzone, but that was it was alright, you know. But it's like before it. I don't think you guys probably seen it, but have you seen like the Creative 2.0 system that's created on Unreal Engine 5?
No,
Ah,
'cause
bro,
No.
it looks okay. So basically, now you can like people can make anything they want in creative. So there's a lot of people like recreating like the GTA maps, the old Last of Us game.
okay, the creating bit. I'm not saying the creating bit is like the worst part of it. It's just I don't like it where I have to focus on creating things and shooting someone. I rather focus on one or the other, not both. Really.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
I
Like if I
guess.
hated creating, I wouldn't be playing Minecraft. You see me on Discord, I'm playing Minecraft,
Yeah.
and I'm not shooting things. I'm obviously creating things. But the GTA map thing actually sounds interesting.
No.
I do like the GTA
I mean, there's
maps.
a
Those
lot
are
of things they're doing now because like there are a lot of people creating boss fights now, even like dragons and shit that you have to do, where it's like fucking like boss fight you fight in the game now.
It's
so
gonna
like
be a
what
long
Minecraft is.
episode.
Yeah, it probably is. Oh yeah, it's a 2 hour episode. Oh geez.
What do you mean?
Uh,
Oh,
I
I
was
see.
gonna say like we started at a little after 11.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like, do you want to end it now, Lion?
I
You're
don't mind.
fine.
Don't mind. I mean, it depends if we have stuff to talk about or not.
We've talked about music, video games, anime, a
Yeah.
bit of
I feel like we
music.
covered all the bases today.
Yeah, we kind of covered all of it. So honestly, we talked about everything.
All right. Yeah. I mean, if you want to end it, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But
This
yeah, thanks for having me. I really enjoyed it. I thought the conversations were really fun.
yeah,
And yeah, thank you for
nice.
having me and posting my channel in the comments. And
Yeah. Well, thanks for being on.
One final question. You can say no, but you want to join
Oh,
a group that we're part of? We're called Quantum. It's just something that it's nothing special. Just on this Discord, we have our own channel with people that we hang out with, and they are, and we just talk about things. And sometimes when we collabs on like games and stuff, we mostly play with people in that group stuff.
okay,
We're just, do you want to be a part of it?
yeah, sure. I don't know how active I'll be because I do have a lot that I'm doing right now.
Uh,
But I'm always down to hang out.
yeah. Okay, I'll make your. Okay, now you're. I'll take out. Oh no, not yet because you're in the PC. But after after this call, I'll take out the guest role, and you'll be official member of Quantum. Nice. We got a new member, Lion.
so now next time we
Thank you
do,
for adding me.
next time we do Among Us, we'll have enough people.
Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching this video from this far. And thank you, Ari, for being here. It's really been a pleasure
Yeah, it's been
talking
fun.
with you. And again, if you want to check out her channel, link will be in the description below. And check out me and Lion's channel, and I guess Tenza as well. He wasn't here. But show him some love, I guess. And yeah, see you guys later. Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peace.